This is a, not just hanging equipment out and hanging and finding out, sending out static information to people on road runs. These pilots are going to be working pilots that actually do flying messages to the public, to truckers, and to, in New York, in vehicles. Basically, what we're looking at doing is early development of the technology, and then measuring the development. What it takes. I'm going to go through here. Some of these slides are a little bit technical, may not be of interest, but the lessons learned what I plan on trying to get across here for this. We've been working on this now since 2015. We started in 1 full year of planning, and we are right now in phase 2, design and deployment. May 1st, we go live. So this is a very stressful period right now in these next 3 months, trying to bring everything together. For those of you who don't know us, we're in downtown Tampa, we're an urban expressway, and our pilot deployment area is basically the downtown area here. Our roadway comes right off of reversible lanes. Our pilot's a little bit different than some of the other projects that you see around the country. A lot of the projects deal with 1 or 2 applications, a lot of safety or things along those lines. We're doing up to 13 different applications, 7 different safety. So if you look here, what we're talking, we have on our reversible lane segments that come in, we're dealing with rush hour, collision avoidance, runway entry, traffic management, also dealing with traffic flow optimization that we're trying to work into this. The area that we're concentrating on is from the limited access facility into your downtown. When you're going from that 60-mile-an-hour toll facility to an urban arterial, how do we manage the safety there? Participants, we are different than the other pilots. We have 1,600 private volunteers that will be we're putting OBDs on. Joe Wagner and myself, basically, we're running a car dealership on the side right now, where we have people coming in having to put the onboard units into their vehicles at HCC at their automotive engineering school. So we have basically includes the same problems that you would have at any automotive. You have to schedule them, you have to get them through, you have to make sure that they're signed with paperwork that needs to be done. And to make it worse, it's our best customers. These people are chosen for using the reversible lanes that come into downtown. So we treat them with kid gloves as opposed to the other pilots which are using fleet vehicles or truckers. We also are having a pedestrian smartphone application that is going to be available to download when we run on your Android phone. Sorry, Apple users, we couldn't get Apple to play. They weren't interested. And you also have 10 historic streetcars and also the 10 buses that we're looking at are running into downtown. So we're hitting it from a transit perspective. The historic streetcars are interesting because it's sort of a novelty. However, we found out that once you get involved in trying to put the equipment in them, 72 different panels have to be removed to get this the equipment in. We did not know that when we started. So one lesson learned, you may want to think twice about using any historic vehicles. Basically what we're trying to do here is provide a basic safety message. There is no autonomy involved in our project. It's basically providing information to determine immediate threats, alert the driver, and then allow the driver to make decisions in a timely manner, giving the driver more information so that they can move forward. The information, like it says here, location, heading, speed, path history, that's the type of stuff that we're looking at. Everything is run through the traffic controllers, and the security mechanisms basically is to establish a trusted environment. I'll talk a little bit further about that as we go on. The D to I and I to V, the infrastructure, as I stated, is coming basically through your controllers. And this is something, a point that I've been trying to get across to decision makers. You may not be CV environment or an AV environment may not be around until 2040 is what everyone's talking about. But that right now is in our MPO's planning horizon. The equipment exists right now for your controllers, and your signals and the computers that you use to run your back office be upgraded to make it available. So you can do it within your normal attrition cycle. Most of the time, you're talking 7 to 10 years as you're replacing equipment. This technology exists and will allow you to move forward when you feel the environment's right, but you can start taking the steps right now to prepare yourself. And that's a big lesson learned that we've been finding out of this, and I'd like to get across. Security and privacy is a huge issue. Everyone asks how we're going to do it. Basically, for us, we respect it. We're hiring a security credential management system. We're using a private sector firm on that. We'll be dealing with that next week. They create the certificates that go to the vehicles, and it's privacy by design. They're rotating the certificates. Every time they enter in, they have to go to the vehicle and go back to the TMC to make sure that we have a trusted actor in this. Security, there are definitely a lot of private sector firms that are moving into this. Whether or not they're able to meet the US DOT's credentialing, which is now going to THEA, is something that you definitely want to talk about. Make sure that they're able to get through that certification process. They're going to be required to do it, otherwise they will not be able to meet the US DOT's requirements. Our project is a DSRC project, dedicated short-range communication. Right now there are some other 4G solutions that are coming. Everyone talks about 5G, but from what I understand, that's 3 to 5 years away. We like the DSRC because of the security it provides, and there's 2 things that we like. Do not want a third party between us and our safety devices. These applications are out there to help people create safety, so DSRC provides us with that secure environment for that, and it's what the US DOT is backing. I'm not going to talk about the different channels. This subject gets deep quick, and people start like talking about very technical aspects of it. Our deployment concept, as you can tell, we're running everything through the controllers. We're hanging RSUs in the row. We have 40 of them that are out there right now, and 1,600 OBUs that are being onboard units that are being placed into the vehicles. Right now, GM has vehicles that are coming off the line that have this capability. Interoperability is something that we're working on with it, and whether or not it goes forward, it'll be interesting because there's a lot of different versions. So whether or not dealers will be able to read ours, it remains to be seen. Wyoming and New York and Tampa are all interoperable. These are just a picture of the RSUs. They're not very big. You can probably see them out on the gantry and poles right now. In the future, there's probably this technology that's coming around that we'll start seeing a consolidation of functions. There's even talk on tolling functions, for example, of RSUs and going down that road in the future. For our vehicles, we decided to go with mirrors. Everybody knows how to use the mirror. Other pilots I've heard talk about tablets. We tried to keep things as close to normal operating procedures as possible so that people do it. We didn't want to distract them, and basically when we're installing these in the vehicles, you don't want to have to make the vehicle too different from what they have, especially when you talk about things like trade-in and people have concerns about their vehicle. Status follows basic systems engineering. I put this in there for the engineers. They love this. This V diagram, you see it everywhere. But as you can see right now, we are in the systems validation stage. We're working out the bugs. We've done demonstrations that it works. That we will be able to show that you're going the wrong way and give the right warnings. And on May 1st, we will be going live. That date is stayed firm. The whole purpose of this for US DOT is for evaluation and performance measurement. As you can tell, the performance measures that we're looking at that are we have six use cases, and we're basically looking at mobility, environment, and safety for the performance measures. This information will become available as we complete it. Cutter and University of South Florida will be managing performance measurement. We'll be happy to make this available to any agency or anybody who's interested to see how these are running and whether or not they're making a difference on the roadway. And these are just more of them on this. Okay, challenges. This is, I guess, the meat of what I want to talk about. What we found was that the application maturity, the salespeople will sit across the table and tell you, how far along they are. But right now, each application is taking up to 7 to 8 months of modification to get it to work for a specific site. Maps have to be very, very specific. You need to keep in mind when you're dealing with this that until these applications reach a point that we're treating them like we do with our signal cabinets, where we can pull out a controller, put in a new controller in 2 hours and get that signal up and running in 2-3 hours, we're going to have a problem with CV. They've got to reach a point where it can be used without having to modify every single intersection in a month, 2-3 month period. Think about the number of intersections that are in the United States if you're talking about a nationwide rollout. It's mind-boggling. So that is something that we're finding right now that is a real critical path that has to happen for this to really take off and become more of a novelty demonstration and more of our everyday use that we see. The evolving standards, I can't stress enough, and I've just said this yesterday to THEA, the road operators need to get involved in the standards discussions. Right now it's being dominated by the OEMs, the auto manufacturers, and the telecommunication industry. And if we're not careful, the telecommunications industry is going to take this thing over, and we're going to be left dealing with what they tell us. We need more road operators and more DOTs involved in this discussion. And this is something that goes for the last several years. When we have meetings, the OEMs get their people there, the telecommunications get their people there. Very rarely do you see more than 1 or 2 road operators. And it's something that I think that definitely, as a toll road, we need to definitely keep an eye on. This is just involved with US DOT concurrent documents that had to be developed. The good news is all this information is available on the US DOT website, ITSJPO. You can go there and you can find in painful detail everything that we have done. The bad news for us is the document development schedule is progressing every 2 weeks. Take this stuff in. And then basically the security issue. We keep hearing about the security, the security, the SCMS, like I said, with the security credentialing. How that's going to play out nationwide is definitely going to impact how we do this. Are they going to go to a regional approach or are they going to go to national? That hasn't been resolved yet, but it's going to make a huge difference on how we do this and as toll roads, how we fit into this and how it fits into the rest of our technology. And on the program side, basically what we're looking at for this has been our contracting. Highly recommend, and I got to laugh at this at TOP, but fixed fee contracts have an upside limit that you protect yourself. This technology can grow quickly, and the transferring that risk we found to be extremely valuable and important. And setting that up from the beginning, before you start getting hit with the change orders and getting hit with the, we thought we'd be able to do it in 4 months, but it's really taking us 9. Well, that's now on the developer, not on us. So I can't stress enough that those of you who are going down this road, that contracting fixed fee is definitely something that we like. Some people, I had one group tell me we paid too much. I've got $40 shoes hanging in the street, they have none. It's results that are mattering, and I know that my budget is set. So that to me was one of the bigger things that came out of this. Overall, that's pretty much where we're at. Like I said, we're going live May 1st. Things are getting really hectic right now. If any some agencies have reached out, we've talked to FTE, Georgia. Please give us a call. We're more than happy to show you what we're doing. We set up meetings with our subcontractors that are actually the ones who are doing the work, and we look forward to it. I'm happy to take any questions if that's what we're at. Sure.
Any questions for Bob? Thank you, Bob.